welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where it's a talent to tell tales. On David Mitchell's team tonight, next to the Aran sweater Mrs. Bryden knitted me, he's my favourite ever jumper. It's Olympic long jump gold medalist Greg Rutherford. She is the Crime Watch host, who's one of the most popular presenters on television. So I'm sure you'll be cheering her on tonight, unless you're watching this from G-Wing. It's Kirsty Young. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a comedy actress and star of The Thick of It, a political show all about spin, which is one of the few four-letter words from that show we can say at 8:30. It's Joanna Scanlan. And a comedian who's come here all the way from Germany. I said to him, "You're a star?" And he said, "Thanks very much, I am quite famous now." It's Henning Wehn. So we begin tonight with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Kirsty is first up. Kirsty, off you go.
Okay. I have 5 chickens, all named after my favourite newsreaders.
Oh.
Well, there we are. Right, Lee's team, what do you think?
What are their names?
Their names are Anna Ford,
Yeah.
Jan Leeming,
Another newsreader.
Selina Scott,
Newsreader.
2 Scottish ones, Viv Lumsden and Mary Marquis. They were very well-known newsreaders in Scotland.
What, specifically for Scottish news?
There is Scottish news. Yes.
You didn't mention Angela Rippon, did you?
Angela Rippon died. Not the newsreader, the chicken.
Actually, it was Moira Stewart that died.
Oh, not Moira.
Oh.
This is chickeny Moira Stewart that's passed away.
Chickeny
In case
Moira
any viewers
Stewart.
are upset, newsy Moira Stewart is as fit as she's ever been.
That's on chicken. Can I just ask, is that a joke about Moira Stewart, or did you really have a chicken called Moira Stewart that died?
I really have. It's just the way you're looking at me is putting me off. I really had a...
I have to say, Kirsty...
This is not the first time a woman has said that to me.
What breed of chicken are they?
They are Burford Browns and Cotswold Leg Bars.
Right, do you know enough about chickens? Are they real chickens, then?
Yeah, those are real chickens.
How do you know so much about chicken? You seem to know a lot.
Well, I know that... Well, in Waitrose...
I thought for a minute then you were some sort of farming expert. It turns out you're just very middle class.
Exactly. And they've got those Cotswold leggy ones, I've noticed, the eggs.
Can I ask why you didn't have any male newsreaders?
Well, because we actually... Well, I'm going to have to say it now. We didn't want a cock.
Is it me or is it getting hot in here?
When you say they are your favourite newsreaders,
can I just say, of all the people we've had on the show, you're the most, it sounds like you're actually interrogating.
Well, how do you rate newsreaders? That's the thing I want to understand.
Well, if you've been in the newsreading game as I have, Henning, it's a bit like... I'm sure when you watch stand-ups, you think, well, they're good, they're not so good, they're...
Oh, I hate a lot of them.
Right.
So why was that one Selina
Because
Scott
she
and
was...
not that one?
Well... Funny you should ask that. Selina Scott, particularly beautiful, with sort of blondish feathers.
So Jan Leeming, then, what were her markings?
Well,
The chicken, not
yes.
Jan Leeming.
Well, she's a rather dignified bird, and she's a very good layer.
Again, are we...
You asked for it.
What do you think, Lee? Is she telling the truth?
I'm not buying that. I don't think that's true. I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I think it may be true, but I'm going to go with Henning. I think he's got a very good beak for it.
We'll go with Henning's beak and we'll say that that is a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Kirsty, were you telling us the truth, or were you telling a lie?
It's true.
Yes, it was true all along. Kirsty does have 5 chickens named after newsreaders. Henning, it's your turn.
For 3 weeks, I was listed as a missing person by Interpol.
When did this happen?
In the mid-90s.
Where were you? Had you actually disappeared?
I was in Morocco.
What were you doing there?
I was on a bike ride in Spain.
You were on a bike ride in Spain in Morocco.
Can I have a moment to chat with my client?
What happened was, I met someone in Spain on a train. A Moroccan
So hang on,
man.
was this bike ride in Spain happening on the train? It was like, because I know that you get those Spanish bike rides on trains in Morocco. It's probably one of those.
No, there was bad weather. And that's why I took the train from the north of Spain to the south of Spain, because apparently, according to the local newspaper, there was better, more agreeable bicycling weather.
How did you then get into Morocco, though?
That is because I met that Moroccan bloke on the train.
Which Moroccan bloke?
Yeah, do you have a name?
I can't quite remember, but it was Mohammed or something.
But Mohammed the Moroccan, you met on the train in Spain.
He asked me if I wanted to join him to go to Morocco. And then I thought, well, I've never been outside Europe. In for a penny, in for a pound. So
you were picked up by a strange Moroccan on a train and agreed to go back to Morocco with him.
What's the worst that can happen?
How did you find out that you were on the Interpol list?
I realised only once I rang my parents, once I was back in Spain. And I rang my parents, and for them it was like someone found them from beyond the grave.
So why didn't you ring your parents from Morocco?
Because that man, that Mohammed,
You remember Mohammed, don't you?
Yeah.
He was the man on the train.
The Moroccan on the train.
The Moroccan on the train who invited him back to his house.
So then when I was staying with Mustafa and his family...
From what port did you leave Spain, and into which port did you enter Morocco?
Good question.
Well, we left Spain, if I remember correctly, from Algeciras and went over to Ceuta, which is one of the two Spanish enclaves in the north of Morocco.
Good answer.
I think you've just clutched victory from the jaws of defeat.
How was it then resolved? How did you end up getting off of the list?
Well, hang on a minute, we're jumping ahead here.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
hell
he's
did
allowed
you
to do
in
that,
Morocco?
isn't he?
What were you doing?
I was travelling with Mohammed.
My client is getting mixed up because at passport control they said he must have a passport. He's getting a bit mixed up with the names.
I'm curious as to the fact that Interpol has a missing persons list.
Yeah, no, what happened is my parents got involved and they got Interpol involved.
Right.
And I sent a few postcards, one of them, to my friend Mark. And on that postcard I wrote, I've joined the Foreign Legion. Probably see you never again, have a good life or something. And then, Mark being a quite clever boy, so okay, with this postcard I can have a lot of fun. I go round Henning's parents and say them something along the lines of, Herr Wehn, Frau Wehn, you might be interested in this.
Sorry, so your friend Mark
Yes.
used this postcard to mentally torture your parents? I'll make his parents think he's disappeared forever for a laugh.
Where's German sense of humour?
What do we know about this Moroccan chap who we're calling Mohammed?
He hadn't been home for many, many years. And so we couldn't take the boat straight to Morocco. We had to go to one of the Spanish enclaves because he had to collect a suitcase full of books from a cafe in Ceuta.
Why did he have a suitcase full of books?
Because someone left them there for him.
But why books in a suitcase?
Well, it was back in the mid-90s, people were still reading.
So he went to a cafe in the Spanish enclave of Morocco
Yes.
to collect a suitcase which he told you was full of books.
Well, I suppose a friend of his left them there.
Yes, but
I
why?
mean, you know what it sometimes is like, isn't it? Like, well, I can't quite think of an example.
But if he could, it would be like that.
Yeah.
This Interpol list that you were on, can you just elaborate on how your parents got you onto it?
Well, they rang the consulate, and they rang all
Which
sorts
consulate?
of... The German one.
Which German consulate?
Well, the one in Morocco.
They didn't ring the police, they rang the German consulate in Morocco.
Well, that's how you would go about it, wouldn't you? It's no good ringing your local bobby.
And what happens then with the list? Do you just... They have to tell Interpol, stop looking for Henning. We
Yeah, I
found him.
suppose so, yeah.
Well, did they? For all we know, they're
parents
still
aren't
looking
like-
for you now.
I'm safe.
So what do you think, David? Does any of that have the ring of truth, or has he made all that up?
What do you think, Kirsty?
I think it's so odd and inconsistent and unlikely that it must be true.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards as well.
I think that as well. I think it's true.
Henning, was that the truth, or were you telling a lie?
Well, this story is true.
Yes, it's true. Henning was listed as a missing person by Interpol. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Andy. So, let's start with Kirsty. What is Andy to you?
This is Andy. He played a handbag snatcher in a Crime Watch reconstruction. And we only got 9 calls, but every single one of those 9 calls said that Andy was actually the bag snatcher.
Greg, what is Andy to you?
This is Andy. I beat him in a speed eating competition where I ate more than 1 kilo of ribs.
All right, David, what's your relationship with Andy?
This is Andy. Last year, he gave me a surfing lesson, and he told me that he'd never seen a novice display such natural ability amongst the waves.
So there we have it. Kirsty's Crime Watch culprit, Greg's rib-eating rival, or David's complimentary surf coach. Lee, where do you want to start?
Definitely with David. Could you just show us the basic move? Because I had a surfing lesson once, and the first thing you learn is to go from lying to standing. Don't you? Could you show us that move?
The lying to standing move.
You heard it.
I can't really remember it. It was only one lesson.
Where did you go for a surf?
Near Newquay in
Cornwall.
So I'm not letting it go. Would you demonstrate the movement from... This should be interesting.
Yeah, well,
So you're lying on the board. I'm helping you as much as I can.
lying on the board.
And watch the movement, ladies and watch as he gets to the
I'm
stand.
sort of paddling along.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Paddling,
you
yeah.
get up to your knees first.
Oh, do you?
And then, so I'm on my knees now. I'm
turn
still a bit
90.
shaky though.
Yeah.
I'm a beginner, basically.
But you're a natural.
Already I'm showing promise.
Dude, I'm
See, I'm falling in.
You've not.
And then,
You're the only person I know that actually, when they were doing it, were dressed like that.
Yeah.
So you're on your knees.
Yeah, and then I stand up on it.
Do it.
All right. Can I use
Oh,
that?
that was the...
What I did that not everyone can do is actually leant on a wave. Because you can. You know, if you hit water at enough speed, it's like concrete. And similarly, for me, it's just there you go. And then I thought I'm surfing that way. And then if you want to turn round, you just move the tiller and.
Why were you down there, and why had you decided? You don't strike me as a man of the sea.
It was a stag do. A friend of mine was getting married.
I know what stag do's are.
In the run-up, he decided it was a weekend in Cornwall.
Who was the friend?
His name was Robbie.
David, what size was the board?
What size is the board?
Yeah.
That's him giving him time to think, the reiteration of the
What
question.
size? The board
What
size?
size? The board of the
You want
side.
me to- you want me to tell you the board size?
Yeah.
Normal.
Normal size. What size is a normal size
How long
board?
is this? Well, this surfboard was 6 feet long.
6 feet.
6 feet. Could have been
That's a
less. Could
very
have been
short
more.
surfboard.
10 foot would have been believable. 6 foot is not believable.
6 foot, yeah, but he's quite a maverick.
To be honest, I didn't
Surf.
measure it.
One final question. What else did you and the guys get up to on the stag weekend, David?
We had a curry.
Rock and roll.
Cornish curry.
If you go to the seaside, you're not having a curry, you're having fish and chips, aren't you? And what sort of stag, goes all the way to a Newquay and say, well, I really fancy now some naan bread.
I must say, if that's the part that you think is the chink in my armour, stag do wouldn't have a curry on at the seaside, then I reckon I'm doing all right.
Right, Lee, who's next?
Okay, Kirsty.
Yes.
Just remind me again of your
Well,
thing.
this is Andy, and in a Crime Watch reconstruction, he played a bag snatcher, and we only got 9 calls on the particular reconstruction, and every single one of them actually named Andy as the real bag snatcher.
He was representing the criminal, yeah? And
Yeah, the bag snatcher.
the bag snatcher. How much money was in the bag?
Well, that was the reason, because we wouldn't normally have something like a bag snatching on Crime Watch, because although it's serious for the person it's happened to, it's not.
But is this where you're going to pretend it was more
serious?
serious? She wouldn't let go of the bag, so it ended up as kidnap.
No. No, you shouldn't make light of it, Lee. It's crime.
So Andy would be then an actor, would he?
Yeah, Andy is an actor.
Well, why did the 9 people bother to ring up and say, my friend Andy the actor is playing...
No, they were people who had actually witnessed the crime, who phoned us and said, that is the actual guy. He looked so like the person who perpetrated the
okay,
crime.
So you're telling me that people rang up the BBC and said, I think I know who did it. It's the person I've just seen doing it in the reconstruction.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Just to be clear, Crime Watch has been going it'll be 25 years next year. This has never happened before.
You don't say. I would go as far to say it's never happened at all.
Was Andy subsequently arrested?
Andy wasn't arrested.
He wasn't arrested.
No.
He wasn't arrested, he's an actor! Of course he wasn't arrested!
Get him now!
Yes, get him quick!
Right, what about Greg and his
You think
story?
Greg did it? He would have got away.
He would.
So go on, Greg, remind us of your thing.
This is Andy, and I beat him in a speed eating contest where I ate over a kilo of ribs.
Where was this?
At a training camp. Andy's an athlete,
What's his event?
the 110 metre hurdle, so it's over 10
He
hurdles.
runs over 110 metre hurdles.
Well,
Does he use a ladder?
If you're wondering what a kilo of ribs looks like, I'm your man, because look at these here, you see. Here we go.
Oh.
So that's a
Well,
kilo
it
of ribs.
smells. So that is a kilo of ribs. How long did it take you to eat this much ribs?
I think, if I remember correctly, about 6 minutes.
6 minutes to eat
6
all that?
minutes.
Yeah.
But how did you know whether you'd finished them or not?
They weren't there anymore.
Let's do it logically.
Okay, so let's...
So let's assume there is 60 bits on the racks,
Yeah?
and you've eaten them all in 6 minutes, which works out as 6 seconds a thingy bob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's doable.
I think that
Right. We need an answer. So, Lee's team is Andy, Kirsty's Crime Watch culprit, Greg's rib-eating rival, or David's complimentary surf coat.
Andy does look like an athlete.
Yeah.
He does. He definitely...
He
but
really does
yeah, but
look like
he
an
also
athlete.
looks a bit like a surfing dude, and dare I say, a minor criminal.
I think it's Greg.
Okay, do you think it's Greg?
I don't think it's Kirsty. I think it's more likely Greg.
I have 2 Gregs, so I will make that 3 Gregs. 3 Gregs,
Okay,
please.
saying it's Greg. Andy, Please reveal your true identity.
So my name is Andy, and Greg did once beat me to eating a kilo of ribs.
And it's not just any Andy. This is Andy Turner, who is indeed European and Commonwealth hurdling champion.
Big thanks to Andy Turner, ladies and gentlemen.
Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies. We start with... It's Lee.
I have had to stop listening to a classic 1980s pop song because every time I play it, it makes my baby daughter cry.
David and team.
What is the song?
I can't talk about it. It's Ultravox, Vienna.
And how many times had you played it and she cried before you decided, oh, hang on, no, this is definitely a trend?
It happened 3 times randomly, and on the 3rd time I thought, this has got to be, that's not a coincidence now, because she seems to be doing it at the same point.
Which bit?
Well, it starts off quite slow. It goes, We'll be here all night if I do this. and then suddenly he goes, the feeling is gone. And then she started crying her eyes out, and I thought, that's coincidence. So I tried it once, finally, just to test it.
So after the 3rd time, you decided, OK, I'm spotting a trend, and then you played it a 4th time.
4th time. I even filmed it. I thought I'll film the evidence.
Yeah.
How loud was the track when you were playing it?
Piercingly loud that would make a baby cry, because I really wanted to prove my point on the 4th one.
So what are you thinking, David?
Greg, what do you think?
I don't know. I haven't had any children of my own, so I don't know whether or not they just hate one track like that.
You
but-
should get one, because then they'll get a sandpit and you'll be happy.
I think it's true.
I think it's a lie. Really?
I think it's true, because I think the pitch of the music, I think it is the kind of thing that could disturb a little baby.
Well, I'm going to go with Kirsty. I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
OK. Lee, were you telling the truth, or was it a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
It is true. And, rather excitingly, we can prove it.
I did film it. I felt terrible. I did it once. It's never been played again.
OK, so here it is.
So I'm going to play this once and we'll never do this again. All right, Millie, promise you we'll never do this again.
Sorry, Millie. The bizarrest thing. I think you'd agree, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's light entertainment.
It makes me so angry because they wouldn't show the clip of me attacking my mother with a taser. It was really funny.
Yes, it's true. There is nothing that Lee will not do for a laugh. Next. It's me. Right. I was recently bounced off a bouncy castle whilst trying to prevent a bouncident.
What's a bouncident?
It's an incident involving a bounce, and you put the two together to create bouncident.
Sure,
So
it's a derivative of accident, not incident.
Well, obviously, an accident is an incident, and a bouncident is an incident. Was this bouncident an accident?
It was a bouncident waiting to happen.
How did you go about preventing the bouncident that might or might not have happened?
I'll tell you everything. Let me set the scene for you. It's early summer. It was the birthday party of a small child.
Was you invited or just turned up?
Look, let's be clear. There's a children's party in a church hall.
Yeah.
I'm attending because it's the party of my nephew.
Yeah.
And there's a bouncy castle.
Whoa, in the church hall?
I know, I've never
Indoors?
seen
Yes,
that.
yes.
An indoor bouncy castle?
Indoors?
Yes.
How big
No,
was
there
it?
wasn't.
No, there.
How did they get it in the door?
That's a fire.
I'm not an idiot. How did they get it in the door? We've got him.
No, I'm sorry, church hall, is that where the service is being held?
No.
This
That's
is
the adjacent
this is
building.
Church hall was our prime minister during the war. Now, I don't like bouncy castles, because I think they're dangerous.
Right.
And my little boy went on after I'd expressly told him not to.
Well, he disobeyed your orders. Worst father I've ever, most incompetent father. But I don't like to say, but I think the boy's better off in care.
Hey, this is very upsetting. He clambered on, unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
And he's going back and forth. So I get on and I get my little boy, George, who is not even 2, and I pick him up.
Right.
Okay? And I'm trying now to hold my little boy whilst being bounced by these evil children. My wife is stood on terra firma, and as I'm coming off the bouncy castle, a particularly hefty child bounces, sending me up. Holding my son, I hurtle through the air. Luckily, I come to my feet like Spider-Man, but the impetus is too much. I surge forward and headbutt my wife, thus having the bouncident that I was trying to avoid. So, what are you going to say, Lee?
What do we think?
Yes, I think it's
You
true.
think it's true?
If a 2-year-old had clambered on, you might well go and get your 2-year-old off.
I think that's true.
But then I must say true.
You say true. David's team?
Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie,
Yeah.
you say it's true. Well, it's actually true. Yes, it's true. I was recently bounced off a bouncy castle while trying to prevent a bouncident. That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2. But of course, it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is Henning Wehn. Yes, Henning Wehn. It was a close run thing, but he won on penalties. Good night.
Next, Miranda's having such fun on holiday in the hotel just down the road. At least the postcard will arrive. Then it's either Agnes or the family dog. One of them's going into a home. Next is Brown's Boys at 9:30 on BBC One. And the news is always good over on BBC Three with extra bits. Russell Howard's waiting right now.
The show in which it pays to be economical with the truth. On David Mitchell's team tonight, the lead singer and founder of the Happy Mondays, who made a fortune in the 90s, mostly from the Tooth Fairy. It's Shaun Ryder. And a comedian who quit his job as a builder to do a comedy show and never went back. I've had builders like that. It's the star of Murder in Successville, Tom Davis. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, the funniest thing to come out of Germany since... Anyone? No? Henning Wehn! And a Radio 1 DJ who plays the very latest in house, garage and techno-funk. I listen in whilst driving to my bowls club. It's Clara Amfo! And so to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Henning is first up.
For 3 weeks, I carted an empty box around without realising that what I bought wasn't actually in it.
David's team.
All right. What was it? What did you imagine it was?
What it was a... No, don't let me lie. It was... There was a plastic Christmas tree.
That's what you thought was in there?
Absolutely.
For 3 weeks.
But that's something you open quite quickly after buying it, a Christmas tree.
No, it's about the suspense, isn't it? Christmas is all about suspense, and...
I don't think it's all about suspense, because in general, when you buy a box that you think contains an artificial Christmas tree, you just assume that it does. You don't go, oh, I wonder if it's really in there. If you're seriously wondering if it's really in there, you'd check before you left the shop, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe I'd chosen my words not very wisely. Some of it got lost in translation.
Where did you buy it, by the way?
At Argos.
As you left the shop, did it not occur to you that it was quite light, this box?
Yes, but what? But now it gets interesting. No, because shortly before that, I'd started doing yoga to improve my core strength. So I didn't think any of it. I thought in such good physical shape, I can lift that box without it straining me.
The queues at Argos are huge.
Yeah.
How long was you in the queue for?
For ages.
So it was a few weeks later that you opened it, ready for Christmas. Nothing was in there. What happened next?
Well, I kept the box, didn't I?
So you went on to have this Christmas without a Christmas tree in your flat?
I actually, believe it or not, I did use the box instead of the Christmas tree.
As a tree?
Because there was pictures of a Christmas tree on the outside.
It's Christmas. I have one further question.
Yes?
Why were you carrying this box around with you for 3 weeks?
When I say I didn't take it to social occasion, I didn't say to we want to go down the park, and then the box at what, end of November? Far too cold.
Well, did not ask you whether or not you socialised with the box.
I tell you what, I took the box into town with me on one occasion. I went all the way into Leicester Square with the box.
Why, on the occasion that you were going into Leicester Square, did you take it with you?
That is a very good question, David, and I shall give you the answer. Because the box and I are going to do a comedy show.
On how many journeys did you take this Christmas tree, other than the one from Argos to your flat and the one from your flat to the comedy show in Leicester Square?
Can we just keep it a bit lighter? He's not up for a walk ride.
Not on this occasion,
David, what do you think?
What do you think, Shaun?
I'm sort of having it, a little bit. Because anything you buy from Argos, even if it's a big wardrobe, it doesn't weigh anything when you walk out with the box.
Are you an Argos man, Shaun?
I used to be.
Really?
Big time, yeah.
What stopped you?
Fame.
Tom?
I think it's a ridiculous story. But I mean, he's a canny fella.
So should we go for true?
Yeah.
True?
Yeah.
We're going to say true.
All right. Henning, truth or lie?
This story is true.
It's true. Henning did cart an empty box around for 3 weeks. Shaun Ryder, you're next.
I have trained my cat to wink.
What kind of cat do you have, Shaun?
It's just a black cat.
And how old is this cat?
I've had him about 5 years.
And was he a good student?
I thought he was.
Has anybody else ever said the cat's winking?
When you say it, Henning, we're in dangerous territory. It might be better if Lee represents the team.
I will say it. So tell me how you teach a cat to wink.
Right, you look at the cat and its eyes get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I try and do these mind games with it as though I could speak to it through my mind.
Yeah.
And it'd wink and stuff,
So you would wink and it would sort of copy you?
Yeah.
Were you doing anything like gently prodding it in the eye?
No, I wasn't trying to...
No. Would you then reward him when he did your bidding?
Well, I would. He'd sort of get up and go make a cup of tea.
What do you mean, he made a cup of tea?
He'd sort of get up off the chair and he'd go in the kitchen and stand near the kettle. So that was my sort of thing to think that he wanted.
So he'd jump up on the
drink.
countertop near the kettle?
And I'd make him a drink.
What would you make him?
Well, tea.
Hot tea? Are you sure this was a cat, not like a friend or a wife?
No.
So how long did this cat wink for? Was it a whole year winking?
No, he carried on winking till he got run over.
And what? Tell me he wasn't practising in the streets. I'm going to close my right eye now. I wonder if I can do both eyes at the same time.
What do you think, Lee? Is this true?
I think it sounds entirely plausible, start to finish.
I want these two gentlemen removed from the studio.
I truly believe that you did see your cat winking to you, or at least you thought you saw it.
But to be fair, he didn't say, I once think I saw my cat winking. He said, I taught my cat to wink. I can't get my cat to poo outside.
If you can't get your cat to poo outside, you should have a look at the flap.
I've just been doing the Shaun method. I gave him a set of keys and said, come and go.
All right, we need an answer. What's it going to be?
All right, Clara, so you're saying it's true?
I reckon he's telling the truth.
OK. Henning?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm very much doubting it, but I've got to go with my team if it's
If I were you now, I'd be very worried at the standard of my tea. Shaun, truth or lie?
Absolute garbage.
Yes, it was a lie. Shaun hasn't trained his cat to wink. Clara, you're next.
OK. I was grabbed by security after sticking my finger in Pharrell's belly button.
Now, David Pharrell is a popular singer. You might know him from his songs Happy or Get Lucky, which he did with the Daft Punks.
Daft Punk.
Pardon?
Not plural, Daft Punk.
That's what I said.
Can you sing it? I've got no idea what it is.
I'm up all night with the sun. She's up all night to have fun. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky.
I need to get you in the live lounge.
I don't know what that is, but fine.
The live lounge is the penultimate room in an old people's home. So, you put your finger in his belly button.
Yeah.
What happened?
I just happened to be in the same room as him one night.
That always happens to me when I'm in the same room with someone. Just walk up, stick my finger in their belly button.
Yeah.
Some cultures, it's just hello.
Exactly.
What was the room?
It was a party room.
So were you talking to him at the point you did this? Or did you just sort of charge across the room, index finger at the ready?
Do you know?
I'm doing it!
Dressed as a knight on the back of a horse. And you lifted him out.
He's a little man, you know.
Can we see how it happened in that sort of...
Sure.
Just reenact.
Lee, do you want to be Pharrell Williams for us?
Just
imagine you're a multi-platinum selling artist.
Yeah.
Respected around the globe.
There you go. So you're hanging
out.
Okay. He's a bit more...
I've never seen him keep still. That's all I've ever seen him do.
Okay.
What was Pharrell doing at the time?
He was just being Pharrell.
Well, what was he doing? Was he making a pot noodle?
He was entertaining his guests.
Entertaining them?
Yeah.
So, an Irish fella walks into the pub.
Cuppa.
Oh, OK.
And then I'm dancing.
I'm not dancing.
Dancing and then...
Don't like the song. Ooh!
All right, if you want to get back in your seat. So there we are. She's brought it vividly to life.
So, poke. Ooh.
Yeah.
Then how long before the security hand goes on your arm?
I'd say it was about 10-15 seconds.
10-15. Now, in that 10-15 seconds, what happened?
My arm was kind of grabbed.
No, that's at the end of it. The 10-15 seconds before the arm grab, after the ooh, What happened?
Don't forget the poke. It's
poke.
Yeah.
And you say,
Can we all do it? Ready, after three.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, poke. Ooh. You have to accept the fact she was up all night to have fun. It's as simple as that. Now, what are you going to say?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
I'm going to go lie.
You're going to go lie, which means I have to make the decision. I'm going to go lie.
So, Clara, truth or lie?
True.
Round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Bill. Henning, what is Bill to you?
This is Bill. I once bought an Irish accent mouth spray from him because I genuinely believed it would give me an Irish accent.
Clara, how do you know Bill?
So this is Bill, and when my chair broke, he let me sit on his back so I could interview Nicki Minaj.
All right. Finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Bill?
This is Bill. I had to leave my life drawing class when he walked in, disrobed, and I realised he was the man that sold me my sausages.
There we have it. Is Bill Clara's spare chair, Henning's spray seller, or Lee's model mate? David's team, where would you like to begin?
Henning.
Henning Wehn.
So explain the thing about this spray.
Bill has actually got a shop, and I walked past his shop and I saw Irish accent spray, and I hadn't written a decent joke in a long time. I thought, well, let's get that spray.
So when you say you saw Irish accent spray, what do you mean?
Like well, it's like a helium balloon.
It's a balloon.
No, it's a spray, but it changes your accent.
Instead of making your voice more high-pitched, it makes it more Irish accented.
Yeah.
Although mixed with the accent you've already got. God knows what that could do.
And what shop sells this? What shop?
Like one of them that you have got around Camden.
Bill's got a shop in Camden.
Yeah.
And his best product is a spray that makes you sound Irish.
Well, I didn't buy all his products, so I can't rank them.
But let's get the genre of shop clear. It's a sort of joke shop, is it?
Well, you call it as derogatively as you want.
By joke shop, I don't mean a risible shop. I mean a shop that sells joke items like whoopee cushions and...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fake blood.
Yeah,
that
Sounds
sort of
right.
shop. And when did this happen?
The best part of 10 years ago, say.
Was there a reason you needed to sound Irish?
No, it was just I thought that's another string to my bow.
Did you? So how did you imagine it being used in your stand-up?
Maybe if I tell a joke where Irishmen go to the pub.
Do you know a joke where Irishmen go to the pub that you could tell in your current accent, but you could mime the point at which you would have sprayed your...
It would like go, there is an English fella going into the pub and says, "Oh, jolly good morning, my good fellow."
Right.
And then...
Wow, and he didn't even have any spray for that.
Jolly good morning.
So you don't need the spray.
And then
you
not
can do
for
it.
English, not for... And then, and then Irishman goes in the pub and then I spray.
Yeah, okay.
And then I go, top of the morning.
Who would you like to ask next?
Clara? Who's Nicki Minaj?
So Nicki Minaj is a rapper.
There she is. My God, that's Sue Pollard.
Oh,
Nicki Minaj is a singer, basically.
Nicki Minaj is a singer, a rapper, one of those modern types.
In what context were you interviewing her?
I was interviewing her at a big festival.
So like at
in the
Glastonbury
summer.
or something?
No, it was at Radio 1 actually, big weekend, yeah.
And was it just on radio, the interview? Or
It was a red button situation as well.
So there were cameras as well?
Yeah, all eyes were on us. Obviously, she's like, the main attraction, the big star, so I gave her, I guess, the better chair. I suspect people knew my chair was a little bit dodgy, but thought it would, survive the interview. It got a bit creaky, and then one of the legs snapped off, and lovely Bill here was doing the sound, and then we only had about 5 seconds to go before we were going to go live. And then, Bill came in.
One thing you could have done is conduct the interview standing up.
You go with what the artist wants, and if she wants to sit down, I'm going to sit down.
How long was the interview going to be?
I think it ended up being about 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes.
It's a long time to stand, actually.
I mean, I'm guessing Bill's on.
Bill definitely looks like he fixes things, or leads, or wires, cameras.
He's sturdy.
It's a long time to be on all fours with someone sitting on you.
I reckon I could take you for a minute.
Yeah, try that out. Tom, sit on David.
I am not going to embarrass you. I'm going to put Tom on all fours and put you on his back. Let's give it a go.
We could all sit on it, it'd be like a sofa.
Be gentle, David.
Clara, talk us through the...
Do I have to come down lower?
That position?
Yeah, a little bit lower. Yeah, there you go.
This is a lot harder now. I'm in a crouch.
That's what Bill did.
You want to do some more yoga, mate?
There you go.
So where should I sit?
Yeah, right in the middle there,
Right there?
facing me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Facing
about
me,
this.
That's all right, David.
I'm going to
Facing
lower
me.
myself quite gently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask Shaun to be a footstool?
Very gentle, very gentle.
I'm basically keeping most of the weight on my own knees.
No.
Oh my God, my knees!
What did you do?
No, see, Bill didn't do that. And I definitely didn't sit anymore.
David Mitchell, Tom Davis.
As you can see, that's easy to do.
That is not easy to do. Well,
Clara is not as heavy as David. She's not let herself go like that. I mean...
I want to say one thing. That on a grassy terrain...
Yes.
It'll be a lot easier. I'm slipping all over the place. I'm sorry I let you down, David. When you come to your house at Christmas, if you're looking for another chair and I'll do a better job, as long as you've got carpet.
David, would you like to move on to Lee?
Yeah.
Lee.
Yes, David.
So why were you going to a life drawing class?
Because I just decided that I wanted to learn something new, because I've not been begetted, I've cracked everything else.
Why nudes, though? What was the attraction of the nude human form? You could have focused on fruit.
I do a little bit of fruit as it goes, but I wanted to expand.
So that's
as
why...
a wish bill. I just find naked men do that for me. I wanted to expand my repertoire. I'd cracked the fruit. I felt that when I kept showing my wife, and my wife would say, no idea. Then one day she went, is it an orange? I went, yeah. She went, it's time to move on.
And so you left your wife.
So I left my wife.
How many of these still life classes had you done before Bill popped in?
I'd probably done about 7 or 8.
How's Bill looking under there, body-wise? Bill, has he got a nice body, or...?
Has he got a nice body, naked?
Yeah.
I'd say he's firm. Yeah.
Sturdy.
Sturdy. I said to him, how come you're so firm? And he says, well, you try being in a chair every 3 weeks.
And you knew it was Nude Man Week?
Oh, yes, they told us. They said next week we're doing Nude Man.
Then you found out that your butcher was a nude model.
Not straight away, no. Right. He comes in, he teases you a little bit.
Right, yeah.
He comes in with a robe, takes his belt off slowly, hangs it up like that. Then he turns the other way and he might do a little bit of a stretch. Then he drops it so you see his, may I say, pert cheeks. And at this point I'm thinking, right, I should be able to do this. Got my pencils out ready. And then he turns slowly. And that's when I saw it. The face of Bill, the man who sells me sausages.
Right. So did he recognise you? Was it mutual?
Well, he just had his eyes fixed forward like he is tonight. But as I passed, he had a look on his face like he was going to say, I'm doing discounts on burgers on Saturday. He didn't do it. He's professional. He stopped himself like that. And it was awkward. So I simply got dressed and went home. Did I not mention that bit? I say life drawing, it was a car park and he was in a Ford Fiesta.
We need an answer. So, David's team. Is Bill Clara's spare chair, Henning's spray cellar, or Lee's model mate?
I think we need to ask, are you absolutely sure that one of them is true?
Yes. Yes.
I think in the radio situation, I think they probably could find a chair or standing up. There's a better solution than for 6 minutes sitting on a human being.
I like Lee.
Well, that's not true.
I've got to say that he's literally not moved. He's not shown any emotion. Now, if I'm going to draw a man naked, I'm going to draw Bill.
What do you think, Shaun?
I've just got to go for Bill being sat up.
You think Clara?
No, I'm changing my mind now because he's German, so he could possibly believe about a spray room.
Right.
Have you just noticed now that Henning is German?
So you think Henning now?
No, I'll stick with Clara.
Stick with Clara, and you'll stick with Lee.
Yeah.
You see, I think it's Henning.
You think it's Henning?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We're going to go Henning. Yeah.
OK, Bill, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Bill, and Henning bought an Irish press drive.
That's what you bought, Henning, yeah?
Yeah.
You genuinely
have
thought it
one
would have an
that's
effect
open.
on your accent?
Of some description.
Lee, let me give it to you. It didn't work on Henning, but might work on you.
I don't think you gave me the right one.
Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you. This brings us to our final round, quick fire lives, and we start with... It's David.
I once hired a jet ski, but...
Lie. Again. We need to hear no more, David.
I once hired a jet ski, but couldn't work out how to stop it, so had to buzz around the bay for 50 minutes until it ran out of petrol.
I take it back, you did.
I can so imagine you doing that.
Please,
Absolutely.
team.
So where was this?
It was in Antigua.
In Antigua.
Was this in your roy single lads days?
He never had those days. It's your first time on the show, isn't it?
It is.
Why were you in Antigua?
On holiday.
Was the Winchester Steam Museum shut?
Yes, I arrived at the Winchester Steam Museum and it was shut, and so I went straight to Antigua.
When was this?
I think about 2 years ago.
And who were you with?
My wife.
And what got into your head? I could imagine you renting a sun lounger and opening up a weighty tome. I could imagine that, but I can't see you saying, "Now you relax here, I'm just going to go and bomb around the bay for a while."
Were you with your wife on the jet skis, or did she stay on dry land?
She stayed on dry land.
So you were on your own going round, you weren't with other people,
And it
just
was
you?
your idea?
I thought I'd have a bit of a go.
What were you wearing, David?
Sort of swimming shorts.
What length were the shorts? Were they sort of Daniel Craig, or...
They weren't as long as Daniel Craig.
What do you wear?
Like shorts. I said swimming shorts. They've got a pocket. They've got a pocket. And they've got netting on the inside to keep everything in order.
All right. You jump on, you're looking back at your wife. Ah, look at me. And then what happens?
Well, to be honest, I'm not like, look at me at all, because I must say, as soon as I get going, it becomes immediately apparent to me that I don't like it.
Oh, no.
Hang on, here's a big question then. You did it until the petrol ran out, did you say?
Yeah.
So, did you manage to time perfectly that the petrol had run out just as you got back to the jetty?
No.
So you were stuck there in the middle of the sea?
Yeah. What I didn't do is head straight out away from the coast. The point where my plan formed, I thought I'll just go up and down quite near the jetty, thinking I'll be able to swim to the jetty if the worst comes to the worst.
So what happened then? You just kept going, and then eventually it coughed and spluttered.
Yeah.
Talk us through.
Well, I kept going, and then eventually it coughed and spluttered.
All right. Lee, what are you going to say?
What do we think?
You have a great physique.
You've got to warn me before you say things like this.
Great physique for what?
For maybe, I don't know, a game of billiards or Cluedo.
Yeah.
And I don't quite think that jet skiing is completely your thing.
I agree.
I don't even think he has ever been to Antigua.
So you're saying lie,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's a lie.
You can say it's a lie?
Go with the team.
David, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Well, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where honesty is never the best policy. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a comedian who studied quasi-zero-dimensional mesoscopic electrical systems at university. Just to explain that to Lee, university is like a school for grown-ups. Ben Miller. And a comedian who used to work in a German sausage factory. He said the worst part was delicious. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, an actress currently starring in the sitcom Plebs, set in ancient Rome, where she enjoys being attended to by slaves and taking part in orgies. I'm afraid tonight it's just a box of Twiglets. Doon McKeehan. And a man who has a degree in sports journalism. It's a 2-2. It would have been a 2-1, but they equalised in the last minute. From the last leg, Alex Brooker. So to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Ben is first up tonight. Please reveal all.
Aside from my friend Mark Park, I have...
I think we can end it there.
I have 3 other good friends whose names rhyme.
Let's not rush any questions. Just never mind.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you for the names of the friends.
Very quickly, right now.
You take your time.
Richard Pritchard.
That rhymes, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mark Park.
No, we've had Mark Park. There's 3 other friends on top of Mark Park.
Richard Pritchard.
We need 2 more.
Dave Clave. Yeah. Angie Ranji.
And what's Richard Pritchard's job? How do you know him?
I know him from school, and he's a quantity surveyor.
How do you know Angie Ranji? Where did you meet her?
Well, funnily enough, she was in an acting class with me on the Isle of Wight.
Where did you run into Dave Clave?
Please say that, Rave.
I was in a band with him, he played drums.
So, all of these people have lived their lives with matching forenames to surnames. Have none of them ever, like, said, you know what, I think this sounds ridiculous, I might change it?
Well, Richard hasn't, because, you know, it's a common Welsh name. It is particularly common to have the same first name as your surname.
Hugh Hughes.
Evan Evans, Thomas Thomas.
Yeah.
I bet you're wishing you thought of them earlier.
These friends of yours, are they in a small social circle? For example, has Richard Pritchard ever met Angie Ranji?
Dave Clave has met Richard Pritchard.
Under what circumstances?
My 40th birthday.
Why didn't Angie Ranji go?
I was in a production of Twelfth Night with Angie Ranji on the Isle of Wight, and we only knew each other for the period of one summer in about 1991. She was a friend of mine, but she wasn't at my 40th birthday, whereas Dave and Richard were.
And why did Mark Park not make the birthday party?
We're not that close of friends.
Oh. So why do you think you and Mark have never really...
Well, quantity survey, you know, I guess...
So Mark's a quantity surveyor?
Yeah.
I thought Richard Pritchard was a quantity surveyor. What's Richard Pritchard again?
He's a chartered surveyor.
Chartered surveyor, yeah.
Which one? Are they both? Are they in a practice? Park and Pritchard?
Does this have the ring of truth?
Do you know it did before the quantity surveyor? I think he said Richard Pritchard was the something surveyor.
He said chartered surveyor for Richard Pritchard.
And
now
then
we've got a quantity surveyor
for Mark Park. But if the surveyor's thing is, if Ben has planted that surveyor doubt in our minds, then that's so brilliant it deserves the point.
I agree.
So I think.
So you're going to say
lie? Lie.
Saying it's a lie. Ben, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Ben doesn't have 4 good friends whose names rhyme. And Henning, you're next.
I was once arrested by border guards for illegally entering another country.
David's team, what do you think?
Which country?
It was in the mid-90s.
That's not a country.
No. And it was in Eastern Europe, so they changed names very quickly. So I'm not sure. It was either Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. I don't know which.
You know what stage of its dissolution it was at. Yeah. And what was the problem?
I didn't have my passport.
Right.
Where had you left your passport?
At home.
Who were you with, by the way? Were you on your own? Or
no, I was with a friend from back home, Pete.
Anything but Pete?
No, with a person called Pete.
Is that his real name? Or is that a nickname?
Pete.
Oh, Pete.
No, P-I-T.
Oh, Pete.
Oh, is that
Like Brad Pitt, but Pitt is his first name.
Otherwise, I would say Pete.
Yeah.
We were travelling on something that was called Schönes Wochenend-Ticket. And
that's German for National Express.
Now, what it is German for, you can use any train you like, as long as it's a slow train.
We have that system with all of our trains. Okay, so you get off the train at the border.
You do.
Is it at that moment you realise you don't have your passport?
Yes. So we wanted to go into Czechoslovakia. So I didn't have my passport. So the obvious thing to do is don't go across where the border guards are, but go a mile off into the fields and cross there. If then someone wants to see your passport, you say, oh, I must have lost it.
Roughly how far into Czechoslovakia, in whatever form it was, were you?
I was about, give or take, a mile. I see in the distance, I see like 2 lights, 2 white lights. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I realise it's a Jeep. And then they're driving towards us.
I'm quite gripped by this story.
The Jeep then just stopped, and then there is 4 people jumping out with automatic rifles and dogs.
Automatic dogs?
What sort of dogs were they?
I didn't ask for their names.
Neither did I.
They were terrifying dogs, probably Alsatians or something.
What happened? They're all around you. So
Well,
what
they
do
all
they say?
jump out with their rifles, don't they? And I'm saying, or whatever their language is. So, and then we had to get in the Jeep, and when we were driving off into Czechoslovakia, and then we ended up in some woods. One of them jumps out, opens a gate, and I didn't even see was there. Then there is some little wooden hut. And was someone in there that spoke German. We got on well with that fella, and our excuse was that we said, we had no idea that we crossed the border.
Yeah.
So, and then, well, they didn't fully buy it, but they knew there was little point executing us.
What happens then?
And now, the funny story begins. They said, you'll have to pay a penalty.
Oh, the Germans and penalties.
That
Not
penalty... Then the Czechs drove us back to the German border, handed us over to the German border guards, and then they congratulated us on being the first illegal immigrants from Germany into Czechoslovakia.
David, what are you and your team thinking?
It's the travel card thing. It just seems right.
I think on an emotional level, having spent so long hearing that story, we need it to be true. Yeah. We need something.
We need it to be true,
Yeah.
because a lot of our life went into that.
So you're going to say
on that
true?
emotional level, I think we have to say true.
You're saying it's true. Henning, truth or lie?
Well, that story is actually true.
That was true. Henning did get arrested for illegally entering another country. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Nicola. Ben, first of all, what is Nicola to you?
This is Nicola, and she taught me how to talk to crows.
Henning, how do you know Nicola?
This is Nicola, and I told my parents to sack her as my babysitter because she failed to read my bedtime stories with enough emotion.
Finally, Lee, your relationship with Nicola.
This is Nicola. I once chased her for 40 miles down the M3 because I thought she'd stolen my phone.
David's team, where to begin?
So, Ben, why did you need to talk to crows?
Because, well, I'm writing a book, and
my publisher is a crow.
and it's a book about aliens. So I got interested in the idea of communicating with other intelligences. Then I thought, are there any animals on Earth that we can communicate with? And I found out that Nicola was an expert on crows and had discovered they're very intelligent.
So what sort of thing have you learnt to say to crows?
Well, we're only really at the basic sort of introductory.
Like greetings, like hello, how are you?
Take me to your leader.
How to present yourself to a crow.
How do you present yourself to a crow?
So you go,
Hello, crow. Hello, crow. How are you, crow? Hello. Hello.
So that's what Nicola has been teaching you. That's how you talk to crows. You do that with your head and you go, hello, crow. Hello. When's your next lesson? And you'll be
just about book.
How to say goodbye to a crow. I've got a hunch about what it might be.
David, who would you like to move on to?
Henning, what was wrong with the bedtime story?
I didn't enjoy the way she read the bedside story to me.
What sort of stories? Give us an example.
She was reading Hansel and Gretel to me, and then the witch ends up in the oven. And she read that in a very compassionate way.
Towards the witch?
Yeah. And the good thing at that point is all about the witch got what she had coming, and that's how I like the story read to me.
You didn't like any complexity in the character?
No, I like the complexity, but I
just...
don't like the compassion towards the witch because she's a witch.
Okay, so Hansel and Gretel shove the witch in the oven, slam the door, turn it up to gas mark 6.
No, always preheat the oven before cooking it.
Let's assume it's preheated.
Okay.
Slam the door, turn it up, and then walk out into the forest. How did she misdeliver that line?
Well, it was in German, so it was like...
Is she German?
Nicola, yeah.
Ah.
You mean yeah?
Yeah.
Nicola's a classic German name, isn't it?
Nicola Schmidt.
So she was what, weeping for the witch, or what?
I don't want to have to say this now, but I just didn't overly like her. That's obviously not how I told it to my parents, isn't it? I said to my parents, yeah, she didn't put any butter on the bread and all that business, and didn't get me anything to drink, so I mean...
So what did you do? I stuck her in the oven.
Okay, what about Lee?
Oh, Lee's is not true. So, how did you come to the mistaken belief that she'd stolen your phone?
Well, it's an interesting story. I was on the border of Czechoslovakia. I was in a restaurant with my wife and children, and we left the restaurant and we got back to the house, and I suddenly realised my mobile phone was missing. So I thought, we came to the conclusion that my 2-year-old, who's always picking things up and running around tables, because, you know, I'm not a good parent, they can run around in restaurants, had picked it up and had done something with it. And so I looked at my iPad, which has a thing on it where it tells you where your phone is, an app, if you've lost your phone. So I pressed that.
You looked at your tablet, didn't you? As opposed to a specific.
Oh, as opposed to a specific one. Sorry, I looked at my tablet, which I'd previously bought from Parris. So I decided I've got one of these handheld devices. Let's call it a tablet. And on this tablet, it tells you where your phone is.
Like an iPad.
Can I...
So I checked the app, and sure enough, my phone was doing a little blinky thing, and it was in a street not too far from the restaurant. So I thought, oh, well, maybe my child hasn't taken his phone at all, maybe it's been stolen. So I rung my mate up straight away, because I'm a coward, I didn't want to go on my own. So he held the iPad, we drove off, we followed the little dot, but then, when we got close, the dot started moving. So we have to follow the dot.
Right.
The dot gets on the M3, and we're following the dot on the M3.
Right.
And we travel for about 40 miles.
But Nicola could have noticed you in the rear-view mirror, saying, I'm being followed by 2 weird men.
I think you'll find on motorways you're often followed by the same car for quite a while. How paranoid are you? He's been behind us for the last 5 minutes. We're on a motorway, David. I know, but something's not right. There's one beside me now. I wasn't right behind it because the dot was moving and I was chasing the dot for a long time. When we were probably about 5 miles away from the dot, because the dot was racing off ahead, we raced after, stopped, and we sussed out that it was a service station on the M3. So we pulled into the service station, and that's when the next thing happened. Give me a minute.
How could you tell which of the many cars parked in the service station?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
I wish I had a very good answer. I phoned the phone.
Ah, very clever.
And it's at that point we see a woman getting out of a car, looking confused, and then looking inside a bag, a shopping bag, takes the phone out. And at this point I think, that's my phone. And she looks innocent because she's looking all confused. To which I go over, I say, that's my phone. And she said, I honest to God have no idea how it got in there. And then I start thinking the 2-year-old did pick it up and put it in the bag. And so ends the case for the defence.
Right, we need an answer. So, David's team, is Nicola Ben's bird botherer, Henning's boring babysitter, or Lee's phone pincher? What do you think?
Got a funny feeling about the crows.
Yeah, I love the idea that you're spending your free time wiggling your head in front of a crow, talking in a high-pitched voice.
So, sorry, you two are leaning towards believing the crows. I'm finding the crow story the least convincing at the moment. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Do you believe Lee?
As a matter of principle, no. I think it's probably Henning. I think Henning's could have been the sort of vicious little child. Babysitter summarily dismissed for no good reason at all.
Which way are you going, Alex?
Do you know what? I'm going to stick my neck on the line. I think Lee.
You think it's Lee?
Yeah.
Doon?
I initially thought it was Lee. Completely, from the very beginning, when I heard what the three things were, I went, it's definitely Lee.
I'm not going to overrule. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Henning. We'll go for Lee.
You're saying it's Lee,
yeah,
with a little suspicion that it's Henning. OK. Nicola, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Nicola, and I taught Ben how to talk to crows.
Thank you very much, Nicola. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lives. And we start with... It's David.
I recently shooed a fox out of the garden by squirting it with water. 5 minutes later, I watched in horror as it returned with its brother and ate my plimsoll.
Please, team. What do you think?
I've never heard anything so middle class in all my life.
I want to picture it. So you're in your house and you see the fox in the garden. Now you don't, with the greatest respect, you don't strike me as overly nimble.
I'm not overly nimble, but I'm just nimble enough.
Between 1 and 10, how quickly were you in the garden?
I went out in the garden at top speed for me,
Yeah.
which I'm afraid is now 6.7.
Anyway, you come out into the garden, you've got the hose, you see the fox.
And he sort of moves away a bit, shows a certain degree of fear of the alpha predator. He sees me and he thinks, do you know, I think I'm safe with this guy. And I thought, well, I can't have this. I can't have the fox thinking it's one. If I lose my power to frighten off foxes, what am I?
Can I answer that?
So I grab my hose and I swizzle some water at them. I don't want to soak the poor creature.
Did you put your thumb on the end?
So I did put my thumb on the end and I directed some water sort of towards the lawn, just kind of between him and me. Yeah. And that's enough. He's off.
I bet he went, after the fox went off, I bet he went.
Yeah.
I forgot he hadn't turned it off. Sheepishly thought, I better get those plimsolls.
Are you in your pyjamas?
I was wearing normal clothes.
Well, David, we've a different opinion on what normal clothes
Did you? It was black tie, not white tie.
So in a nutshell, you had a fox in your garden, you come out, water the thing out the garden, then a little while later, it comes back.
Two of them come back.
Two of them.
Now, where are you at this point?
I'm in the kitchen.
Right.
Noticing they've come back to the garden, thinking, dear, oh dear.
There was deer there as well.
And then one of the foxes goes and grabs this plimsoll that I keep by the shed.
Why?
For walking around the garden.
One plimsoll?
What? No, there's two.
Tiny suggestion, why don't you keep the plimsolls near the back door so you don't have to get your feet wet if it's raining?
Well, you're full of home improvement ideas. I don't know, because I'm a moron.
What happens to the plimsoll?
One of them savages this shoe.
What's the other one doing?
I don't know, I don't speak fox.
If you want to do a proper impression of a fox, I know a woman. Providing you're a tad gullible, we'll show you exactly. So go on,
so I said, hello, Mr. Fox. I'm trying to communicate with you. Perhaps you could stop hooing on my lawn.
Right, Lee, what are you thinking?
Fundamentally, no Englishman leaves a pair of plimsolls as his garden footwear and keeps them by a shed.
So you're saying it's
a lie?
It's a lie?
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
Well, I'll go with my team, even though I think it's true.
Saying it's a lie. OK, David. Squirting foxes in the garden. Truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. David didn't squirt water at a fox only for it to return and eat his plimsoll. Next. It's Doon.
On the advice of an optician, I often walk with one eye open and one eye shut. That way, one of my eyes is always having a rest.
Wait. Well, it's sensible. Even if she isn't doing it, she should. I will from now on.
When you say a rest, you mean just to give your eye a rest, or because you're having problems with your eye?
No, just to rest the eye. So, because I don't wear glasses and I don't want to wear glasses,
All right.
so to exercise the eyes, it's good to just cover one eye. Now, I have worn a patch and just thought I look ridiculous.
But that doesn't make sense. The doctor wouldn't say to me, I don't want to end up in a wheelchair, or in that case, hop on different levels.
But don't you feel you strain your one eye that's still open?
Well, apparently not if you've got a slight stigmatism. So I didn't. Yes, I have got a slight stigmatism in my
Which
left.
eye is your stigmatism
In my
then?
left eye.
I thought it was called an astigmatism.
Oh, well, then I heard it wrong.
Yeah, but you call it a sausage. The thing isn't a sausage, is it? It's sausage, a sausage. Stigmatism, astigmatism.
Is it?
It's astigmatism.
Astigmatism.
You've got astigmatism. You've got a sausage.
No. Ben is right. Ben went to Cambridge.
It's an
astigmatism.
Well, I went to Cambridge once.
Isn't...
So what? We all know where Cambridge is. Can I ask you, how long do you do each eye for?
If I'm walking out, probably only about 2 or 3 minutes. Whereas if I'm inside, do it like that when you're working.
Oh, do you cover? You actually walk along like that down the street?
I have walked along like that. As I said, I did wear a patch at one point and felt stupid.
People must be thinking you've forgotten something when you...
When did the optician give you this advice?
Probably about 8 years ago when I started to get headaches.
Maybe he was busy. Was it like 5 to 5 and he was locking up? Just put your hand over this and go away. Was it that?
He's one of the leading,
He's one of the leading...
eye specialists on Harley Street.
OK. What do you think, Lee?
I think she should have gone to Specsavers.
What's it going to be then?
Well, I think that's the sort of thing people might do.
Now,
If
I want to know
you're
what you
any
mean.
good-
Do you mean the optician might say that?
No, they have got a reputation.
If you
for
don't
those.
believe that, then it's got to be a lie. Because she's saying he said that.
No, he wouldn't have said that.
Then it's a lie.
It's a lie, then.
Ben, you think it's a lie, don't you?
That's not true. I mean, apart from anything, you go to Harley Street, you're paying a lot of money, the man's going to sell you some glasses, isn't he? He's not going to say, just walk down the street.
You say it's a lie.
Saying it's a lie. OK, so Doon. The eyes, the optician, Harley Street. Truth or lie?
It is... lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Doon doesn't walk with one eye open and one eye shut. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. And I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 3 points to 2. But, of course, it's not just a team game. And my individual liar of the week this week is Ben Miller. Ben Miller. When it comes to lying, I'm ashamed to say he's so shameless it's shameful, which is a shame. Good night. Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that separates fact from fiction. On David Mitchell's team tonight, one of Wales's premier TV personalities. He's about to introduce that woman who does the One Show. It's Alex Jones. And a comedian and star of The MASH Report, who recently went viral. I do hope that's cleared up. It's Rachel Parris. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a German comedian... Sorry, I meant the German comedian. It's Henning Wehn. And a hard-hitting documentary maker who's seen things that would shock you to your core. Well, that's the risk you take when your dressing room is next door to Lee's. It's Stacey Dooley. Shall we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Alex, you're first tonight.
All right. On a recent trip to the zoo, my bag was hijacked by a one-armed monkey.
Lee.
What zoo was it?
London Zoo.
And which arm was it?
The left was missing, right intact.
As you look at it, or from the monkey's perspective?
His left was missing.
OK.
And why was it missing, Al?
I don't really know. I mean, we were merely visitors in the zoo, Stace. I didn't know the backstory of the monkey.
No, I accept that.
Who is we?
Me and my husband and our little boy.
Your little boy. So you've gone for a little family day at the zoo?
Yeah.
And aren't monkeys usually behind cages or behind glass?
Well, they are, apart from when you get to the rainforest section. And in the rainforest section, there are birds, there are monkeys, there are sloths. It's a free-for-all.
Did the monkey have a name? Because often they name them, don't they?
The monkey's name was Bandit.
Bandit?
As in one arm.
Oh, come on.
What sort of monkey? It wasn't a chimp, was it?
I'm not David Attenborough, I don't know. But
Excuse me, a chimpanzee, even though it looks like a monkey, isn't a monkey.
Well spotted. I deliberately said that.
Even though a chimp is totally, in every meaningful way, obviously it's a monkey, it's not a monkey. You know, it's a special place that's been made by biologists for pedants to reside, so that whenever anyone refers to a chimpanzee as a monkey like you did, then a pedant like me says, oh no, a chimpanzee isn't a monkey, and I've started to hate myself for that.
Nice of you to join the rest of us.
What happened?
I'm pushing the pram. Said monkey travelled from a tree and landed on the pram. My maternal instinct obviously kicks in, so I take Ted...
You cuddled the monkey.
I took Ted out of the pram, and then the monkey got hold of the bag attached to the pram. In he went, spreading monkey DNA over all of the contents.
What? How big is the monkey? What, that big?
A bit smaller.
You sure it wasn't a squirrel? Was it like this?
I think you'll find, Rod. I think you'll find, Rod, it was like this. You've not been listening, have you?
Oh, no. I'm not paying attention. What do you think, Lee? Did it ring true?
There is not a single element to that story that sounds believable.
You're the boss, but I think it's a massive lie.
Gotta be a lie, then.
You're saying it's a lie?
Gotta be a lie.
OK, Alex, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It is, in fact, true. Oh, my Lord!
Yes, it's true. Alex's bag was hijacked by a one-armed monkey. And look, we have a picture. That is the monkey in the bag at the time. It's terrifying. Henning, you're next.
As a kid, my parents denied me chocolate, so every Easter, I had to run around the garden and hunt the Easter onion.
The Easter onion, yes. David, where'd you begin?
Them were the days.
Why were you denied chocolate?
It's not good for you, is it?
And why did you hunt an onion? Why didn't you just say, I don't give a damn where that onion is. It's not a treat.
Well, you do what you're told to do, innit? As a kid.
So you would look for the onion, and you would find the onion, and you would say...
I'd say, da ist die Zwiebel.
What?
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 My place in Germany said, there's the onion.
What would happen then?
Then I would hold it aloft. And...
the World Cup. At what point in your family's Easter celebrations would the onion hunt occur?
Well, when on Easter Sunday.
On Easter Sunday, in the morning on Easter Sunday.
I would be out in the garden.
So, but before your parents were up, you were already out there.
Henning, do you get on with your parents?
Very well, yeah.
Are they nice?
Yeah, I mean, my father is dead, but he was a really jolly fella, and yeah, my mother is all right, yeah.
I'm glad you didn't do the speech at the funeral.
Once you track the onion down, Henning, would you tuck into it?
Yeah, you have a bite.
Raw?
So,
of course.
So you're very pleased, you held the onion aloft, and then you took a bite out of it.
I do feel like you're more enchanted by onions than we are.
But obviously they mean a lot to me, because I knew Easter Sunday was time to go in the garden and hunt the Easter onion.
What are you thinking, Rachel?
I was half believing him until the biting into it.
They're quite solid, aren't they? It's like a tennis ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, I can bite into an onion because I wasn't allowed chocolate. That means my teeth are good.
Yeah.
Would your mother and your father, when he was alive, would they share the experience?
He would occasionally bite in an onion.
You'd hold it aloft, they'd say, well done, little Henning. And they'd all, look what Henning has done. He's holding it aloft, quick. Get the camera. And then, would they also tuck into the onion?
It was... Just thinking of that onion makes me eyes water.
What do you think? Is that truth?
What do you think?
Well, even though he started crying at the memory, I don't... They're crocodile tears.
He does seem very moved.
What do you think, Alex?
I hope it's true, but I think it's not.
I think it's a lie.
It's a lie. You're saying it's a lie. Henning, did the Easter Bunny bring an onion?
Sadly, it's a lie.
Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Oliver. So, Rachel, what is Oliver to you?
This is Oliver. He once came to my rescue when I jumped off a bridge by mistake.
Alex, how do you know Oliver?
This is Oliver, and I once took a worm into the DIY store where Oliver works and asked him to colour match some paint to it.
Finally, David, what is your relationship with Oliver?
This is Oliver, and we've become friends since he was cast as me in the German version of Peep Show.
Where do you want to begin,
Let's
Lee?
start with Rachel. Where were you, first of all?
France.
And why did you accidentally jump off a bridge?
Because it was a sort of party in the countryside.
I mean, he looks French.
And I wandered away.
No facial expressions.
Yeah, but if he has no facial expressions, he'll look German. It'll give it away. So, Rachel.
So it was dark, it was night, and I jumped over a stone wall to go for a wee.
Classy.
And then it wasn't a wall, it was a bridge.
And it was a sudden drop of how far?
2 meters? 2 meters?
A 2 metre drop?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was going to be more dramatic.
I'm not very
2
good
metres?
I'm not very good with...
So you'd have been all right?
Well, she clearly didn't die.
You didn't... Did you actually do the jump, did you say? Or did he stop you before you jumped?
No, I was in the river.
Oh, you did fall into the
Yeah,
river?
yeah.
2 metres? I mean, what flashed through your mind when you were falling? That was quick.
I'm fine. 2 or 3. I'm not very good with...
Right, do a different system. I want you to imagine now that you've jumped and then tell us when you've fallen, and I'll use my...
OK,
So,
ready?
do the run and jump. No, that's 4 metres. 4 or 5 metres, that.
I think it probably was.
That's the height of this ceiling, that.
That is unsurvivable. So, but what happened then? So you land in a ditch, and then Oliver comes, says, "Oh, mademoiselle," and then...
Is he French? Or is English?
But I'm enjoying this.
Well, I thought this all happening in France.
Yeah, we were in France.
They don't have to be French to be in France.
And that's the problem. I think a lot of the world's problem would be solved if everyone just stayed where they're from.
So, you've jumped over the wall, you land in the water. What happens then?
So I was a bit hurt, and then I started shouting.
What did you shout?
Well, help. And then Oliver came with a couple of other friends from the party we were having, and they lean over the bridge, form a sort of human chain.
Oh, it's all getting a bit Three Stooges now, is it?
Arms round ankles situation.
Oh, they're holding onto his ankles.
Arms round ankles.
Wow. So you had 2 people or 3 in the chain?
3 including me.
So there was a
Did
man
they pull you back up from the... What are these, Chinese acrobats? Who was your flip at the end?
It worked. Like, I got out, and I've lived to tell the tale.
So, Alex, what was your lie again in regards to Oliver?
So I took a worm into a worm into a DIY store where Ollie works and said, "Can you make me some paint this colour?"
The worm on its own? Or in a bit of furniture?
Furniture? Not a woodworm. I think she means an earthworm.
Like a garden worm. What colour was it, Alex?
Well, this is the thing, Stace. Brown, traditional.
Yeah.
But if you look at the little belly of a worm, it's got this lovely brick pink kind of hue to it. No, I was going to say like your shirt, but no, not that. Not like that.
I do not want my house in that colour.
I love the shirt.
I still don't understand the claim.
Right, so what she's saying is she took a worm from the garden.
Yeah.
Okay? An earthworm.
Yeah.
What do you call them in German?
Worm.
OK. So when she said worm, why didn't you understand what she meant? Because that's exactly what she said.
Which room was it, Alex?
It was the guest bedroom.
The guest bedroom.
So we'd
Stop them staying too long.
That bit I understand, but what's Oliver got to do with it?
He works in the shop. I'll tell you one more time, then. He works in the shop. She took a worm. He colour matched it. She went home, painted the guest bedroom. Here's the question, though.
Yeah.
Why not photograph it? Why do you have to take the worm in?
Because they put it on the slide, and then the machine will tell them which colours they need.
It was living, was it?
No, dead.
Did you kill it, or did you find it dead?
Why are you asking awkward questions?
So you painted your guest bedroom in earthworm pink. Did you not find, you know that horrible thing when birds smash into the windows? Was that not happening more and more? Wow, look at the side of that one!
You say to Ollie, look, and it's a bit odd, but
Yeah.
could you match this colour?
Yeah.
How did Ollie respond?
He said you should see some of the things that people bring in
Oh,
wanting
good.
to be matched.
What did he tell you?
Like what?
Give us some
Well,
examples.
that's all he
of
said. You should eat some of the things. And I went,
but you didn't say like what? You weren't interested at all.
She just
if
wants
someone
a
said to
colour.
me, you should see some of the things that
Listen.
people bring in. And you went, that's all right, I don't want to know. You would have said, tell me.
No, Lee, when I go to B&Q, I'm there to complete the task. There is no dilly-dallying. We're in and out.
No, I've seen the one show. You can pad things out. I've done the one show, and you spent 15 minutes, and this is genuinely true, talking to me and Billy Ocean about elastic bands.
Well, I mean, we were thin on the ground for guests that week.
All right, now what about David? Just remind us of how you happen to really know Oliver.
Oliver and I became friends when he was cast as me in the German version of Peep Show.
Oh, yes.
OK, so first of all, what is the German version of Peep Show called?
It's called Camera Heads. Or
Camera Heads?
In German, I think it's Camera Köpfen. It hasn't been on yet.
It hasn't been on yet?
It hasn't been on.
But I
When
feel
does it
like
start?
Peep Show's had its day, hasn't it? So why...
See, that was unlike Alex's put down of Lee. That was unprovoked.
David, I love you, and I loved the Peep Show when it was on a long time ago. But I mean, I feel like the German Peep Show would have been looking to cast it a long while
Well,
back.
what series are they on?
They filmed the first series, and it's on soon.
So he's
or
not...
perhaps never. Maybe they hate it.
No, we give everything a go.
That would be a great title for a history of Germany. They really do.
And you say you've become friends?
Yeah.
How has this friendship blossomed, David?
Oh,
Because I've known you for 11 or 12 years now, and I would barely call you an acquaintance.
Thank you.
How come old Fritzy is suddenly your mate?
I don't know, we just, we clicked more. We met when some of the people making the German show came to meet the production team here. And
You would think they exported to Germany before it's dead in the water.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Oliver Rachel's helpful hero, Alex's paint pal, or David's Deutsche double?
Stacey, are you leaning towards anybody?
For sure. I think he works at a homeware store and he helped Alex pick the paint.
Yeah, I think we can definitely rule out Rachel's.
Yeah.
That didn't make no sense whatsoever. I stick a 5 on Alex.
You put a 5 on Alex?
I'm with my brother Henning.
And you're saying Alex as well?
Uh-huh.
It's Alex and the worm.
I think it's Rachel, but I'm going to go with my team and say it's Alex.
Right. Oliver, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Oliver, and I came to Rachel's rescue when she accidentally jumped in the river.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with Stacey.
I was once so cold, I shivered my skirt off.
David's team.
Where were you?
So I was round my cousin's house, and we were all outside, and we were all showing off. Everyone was having a beer.
When was it, Stace?
I was probably about 15, 16. And anyway, so everyone was out on good form, and then it just turned quite cold, that transition from day to night, it gets a bit chilly. But I still had the summer get-up on, and so...
What kind of skirt was it?
It was like a mini skirt.
And did you get thinner during the night?
I think actually a couple of lads had come to meet us on their bikes, and so we're talking...
What sort of bikes were they?
It's great when someone's so London that they've got 2 syllables for bikes.
Actually, Luton. I mean, We've got a German guy, a Northern guy, and 2 Welsh individuals here, and we've only picked up on my accent.
Didn't understand the word you said.
Yes, we were all just talking, and then I was talking to this lad, and I really quite fancied him, actually. And then I was sort of shivering, and I shivered my miniskirt right off, and I didn't even realise that, like, everyone was laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've...
Are you about to say I've chatted to young fellas and dropped my skirt as well? Where's this going, Alex? Because you bailed out of that as soon as you started. Oh, no, I'll tell you. No, I won't actually. No, I won't.
I mean, I know where this are wrong. I've danced in just tights without realising it was on the floor. So
this can happen.
I've known it happen with a bath towel, sort of.
What was going on under the skirt and what were you left with?
Well, I had a big pair of knickers on.
Oh, great.
Like PE briefs.
When you say PE briefs, you mean ones that you would wear for PE, not ones that you've had an accident in?
I did also wet myself in high school, but that's a totally separate story. I mean...
Tell you what, if we ask you back, and it is an if, save that story for them.
So you didn't notice?
No,
so
well-
what alerted you to it?
Everyone was laughing. I was like the joke of the night.
Yes.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit like the Onion story.
What, in that it's not true?
What do you think, David? I mean, she's painted a vivid picture.
I think, the combination of... What were you drinking? Cider?
Something like that.
Yeah, cold, fit boy. I think the skirt would be the last thing you'd worry about, and so what if it's round your ankles?
That makes complete sense to me. You think it's true?
Well, I'm going true.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? Well, it's plausible. So I'll say true.
Say true.
Okay.
Right, Stacey, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Wow, it's true. Stacey did once shiver her skirt off. Next. It's Lee.
I once got my head stuck in a set of railings whilst trying to show my kids how I once got my head stuck in a set of railings.
David's team.
Yes, true. I think.
Just true.
Where were the railings?
Which time do you mean?
The second time.
The reenactment was at my house, the railings at the front of my house.
And you said to your children, these railings bring back memories of when...
Well, they're very... that's how it started. I said, they look very similar to the railings I had as a child. I said, have I ever told you the story of the time I got my head stuck in the railings? They said, no, Father, do tell. And I tried to paint the picture with words. And as you know, I'm not great at that. So in the end, I just got frustrated. It's not that hard to follow. Look, I'll just show you. Come here.
And where did the original incident take place? The railing incident?
Should we call it Railings 1? The 70s railings.
Yeah.
The 70s railings happened in my hometown.
What happened? So you're stuck?
The first incident ended with the fire brigade being involved.
Yeah.
And where were the railings? They were in your hometown, but where specifically?
Railings 1, they were also in my house.
On the front garden of your house?
Yes, yes. We tried it in the upstairs bathroom, but they didn't look nice.
Railings 1.
We were struggling to get out of the bath. Oh, these are...
Railings 1, the fire brigade was called.
Yes, correct.
And what did they do?
They had to saw one of the railings.
Yeah.
What age were you for Railings 1?
I was about 9.
So this is a very scary occurrence for a child of 9. How did you react? Were there little tears?
There was little tears, yeah. Oh, Mother, my head is stuck in the rails, I said, vocally. I'll never forget, she came out with a glass of wine and a cigarette and laughed for about 25 minutes.
And how were you extricated after Railings 2?
Yes.
That means how did they get you out?
We tried all sorts of different systems. The kids started off with Lurpak.
How far apart are the railings?
About 40 years.
I mean railings 2.
Railings 2.
They're about the size of his head, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be stuck, would he?
I know.
I can tell you
this
exactly.
far apart.
Did you not think that your bonce was going to get stuck in there?
So I thought what would happen is I'd go in and it'd be a tight squeeze to get them up and I'd still get it out. But I'd still have sort of proved my point that it's tighter to get it out than it is to put it in.
So did the fire... What happened next?
So my head's in the railings.
They've tried butter.
Railings 2.
Railings 2. Railings 1, fire brigade. It's over.
It's finished.
They've sawed through one of the things, they bent it apart a bit, you got out. Fine.
Yeah. Well, there's more to it than that.
What more?
Well, it's a long story. My mum fell in love with one of them and left my father.
Okay.
It's a whole different episode.
Railings 2,
yeah.
They tried butter.
Yes. They tried butter. They tried olive oil. I'm talking about the second incident, not my mum and the fireman.
Yeah.
What did they try? They tried olive oil, they tried butter, they tried soap. They tried an array of lubricants I have in my house.
So at this point, on either side of your head, there's quite a clot of slippy goose.
I'm not going to pretend it was a nice image, because it wasn't.
Yeah.
Especially given that my backside was facing the road. And particularly that I was stupid, I was only in my boxer shorts. Well, because I thought this will take a second. No one passes by my house.
This will only take a second, so I'll take my trousers off first.
Did you get scared?
I was apprehensive
Right.
that someone would phone the fire brigade and an old wizened fireman would turn and say,
I remember you.
"You've done it again, haven't you?"
How did you get out? What worked in the
I'll
end?
tell you what works in the end. Brute force.
What are you saying, truth or lie?
I think lie.
I think go with your heart.
Yeah.
OK, lie.
David's team is saying it's a lie. Lee, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It's a lie.
That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that Lee's team have no points and David's team have 5. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.